Hey everybody, it's Coach Jan, and I am doing my very first Embodied Willpower Method session. And this is something that has been a huge deal. It's been something that in my life I have not shared, but it's been a big deal for me in my life. It's something that a friend recently died, and I said to myself that I need to be sharing more of the things that help me live and giving more to the world than keeping it to myself. So I do this stuff every day, and I'm about to teach a class, literally right now, and I'm going to live stream while I teach the class. This is the class is a private class. Everyone knows that they're going to be recorded though, but I couldn't get the recording session to work on Google Meet, so I'm actually live streaming it so that other people can benefit from this too. So this is stuff you're going to hear me say a lot more about this, and I'll. Right now, I have two empty cups next to me. Again, this is all stuff that I'm sharing from my childhood, from growing up in a martial arts family, a family of a lot of spirituality and more. So I'm going live right now, and I won't be checking in here because I'll be teaching the class. But I want you to know that I'm here and present with you. So I love you. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, man.
Let's
London.
hold on. I'm trying to get this. There we go. We got Mike. Hey, welcome. All right. Jeff, good to see you. So, guys, can you see me? Am I like aligned for you, or am I sideways? I can't hear anybody either. Someone say something. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see me properly. Okay, great, perfect. All right, wonderful. All right, so we're gonna go for about 50 minutes today. I originally budgeted about 90, but we're gonna go for about 50 minutes today, and I'm gonna get right into it, and as people come on in, will they can just jump on wherever they're at. And I am sideways. Okay, so Jeff, you see me as sideways. Okay, that's no problem. Let me just fix this. There we go. All right, thank you. Milios, I saw you doing this, and I wasn't sure if you were if you meant I was sideways or you were just flexing your wrists. There we go, Thais. Thais, so good to see you. All right. Now, stop suggesting on the go. Okay. If everybody can see me, then we're good to go. See and hear. Thumbs up? Wonderful. Okay, great. So thank you guys so much, everyone, for joining today. I this is the first time I've done a session like this. I've shared some of these practices with some of my Taiji clients in the past, but for the most part, this is I've never formally structured my the share in this way. So I'm this is new for me, but this is also something that the catalyst was a friend and community member for a show I'm producing passing away a few weeks ago, and I recently learned about it. And it made me think about the unreleased footage that we have with him, the unreleased projects, and the importance of what we leave behind. So made me think about the things that I do on a daily basis that I do not share, because in all honesty, like I've from childhood been taught to not share certain things because these are private practices. However, I do believe that the world has shifted in a way that is more receptive to these practices, and therefore feels like the right time to share them. So I'm very grateful for all of you being here. And with that said, there is a lot of what I'll share today. I'm going to do a structure that's similar to my Tai Chi training. And when I train someone in Tai Chi push hands, if you don't already know, I have multiple world championships from the Tai Chi World Cup, specifically in what's called push hands, which is a grappling art. And the only way I could perform at that level is by having amazing teachers that have gifted me very particular perspectives, and then putting in the work to compete at that level. So when I do an overview in Tai Chi, I do my best to give people a ramp from the most simple concepts all the way up to the highest level competition play. And that does not necessarily mean that everyone's touching the highest level of the game, because obviously that is a personal experience that one has to go inward. But what the intention is to give you a snapshot. And here today, what I want to do is give you a snapshot of some of the meditation work I do every single morning. And today, because we're doing this today, I did my Sunday. Every Sunday, I have a 2-hour block of meditation that I do. And that 2-hour block is something that I did today in preparation for this, because when you share space with people, the preparation is different. And that's why, if you remember my email, I suggested to grab 2 empty cups. And ideally, this is a bucket actually, and you'll see why in a moment or a little bit later. But the empty cup, the intention here is to not drink out of it ever. And this empty cup we're going to fill up. So I recommend, if everyone has your empty cup, to take your cup now with your left hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to just fill it up with water, dump out the water 3 times, and then switch it to our right hand. And you're going to fill it up. And what's going to happen next is we're going to dedicate the water. So this is a super important concept, the concept of dedicating water. And we're giving the water instructions. And whether or not you believe in or work with any particular spirit guides, etc., that help you, the concept here is to give the water itself either by a proxy, meaning your spirit guide, or directly give an instruction. And this also connects to, if you've done any research about Dr. Emoto in Japan, who's passed away but has a wonderful legacy, and his experiments on giving instructions to water and how water responds, especially given that the majority of our bodies are water. It's very, very powerful stuff. So we're going to give the water the instruction to pull any negativity, evil wishes, thoughts, or desires that may come to us during this act. The act that we are engaging in now, communally, but specifically the water is specific to you and your protection. So just take a moment, go fill up your water, come back. Remember, left hand throws out the water, right hand fills it up. I'll be right back. All right, and I am back with water. Wonderful. So today we're going to go through meditation exercises, some qigong, some yoga. And again, each one of these is a representative of a much more dense practice, meaning that you can spend a significant amount of time on any part, and these parts interconnect. And I'm sharing this from a space of sharing as I go, rather than a space of mastery. And what I mean by that is that I'm constantly improving, constantly adjusting, constantly learning. So all of this is meant to be taken in a way that you can apply to your own practices. And If anyone wants to dive deeper on anything, always let me know, and we can do that. But today is really about the snapshot of this practice that helps me perform every day. Okay, so we're going to start with ohms. And ohms are going to be the AUM spelling rather than the regular OM spelling, or the more commonplace. The AUM, we're going to inhale, and we're going to give it a 4-part visualization and breathwork structure, meaning that the A that we inhale, we're actually going to do our best to visualize inhaling the structure of the sound of A. Whatever that means to you, you're going to inhale the A, and you're going to bring the A as high as you can, either up to the top of your head, if not higher, and we'll talk about higher later on. You're going to inhale the A and fill it from the base all the way up, 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 up. And then we're going to push out the U. Oh, and then the M is going to land in the heart, as if it's a plane landing on a landing strip at the airport, right here. So we're going to inhale the A, push out the U, and let the M land in the heart. And then once the breath is completely gone, we're going to hold with no breath. And that's the 4-part structure of Om. So we're going to inhale A, push out the U, Two more times, inhale the A, push out the U. I'm going to keep giving notes in between here so that there's context to all of this. Everything we're doing today is setting intention and training ourselves to move awareness with intention. The breathwork and visualization systems that I was raised with at Taiji and Kung Fu, outside of martial concepts, have allowed me to touch a system that essentially pushes my awareness forward with my attention as a vehicle, visualization as the vehicle for my attention, that has allowed me to have a higher quality of intent in specific movements or situations. And it's that kinesthetic experience of feeling how the intention in my body versus an opponent's body, now I'm talking martially, when I place the intention for a particular move into the body of another person, and I see the results that have gotten me world championships, and then I apply that to other things, it's the same quality of intent, which refined intention is essentially willpower. So that's why I've called this a willpower method, but essentially it is the same component that I'll breathe into my arm to whip into someone else's body, and there are ways to do this in a destructive way, and there are ways to do this in a constructive way, in a healing way. And my father always told me when I was little that the same energy that hurts can heal. And that concept of projecting the mind into objects, he would often say that the difference between Kung Fu and Tai Chi, and I'm not Kung Fu and karate, and this is not a knock at karate at all, I have massive respect for karate, is that karate breaks while Kung Fu bursts. Meaning that he would hit a bag when I was little, and he would talk about the intention is to burst the heart inside the opponent when you hit the chest, not break the chest. Those are two very different concepts, and these are very visceral examples that I'm giving here. But we just did an Om, and the Om Oftentimes you'll hear the primordial sound, and people will talk about the primordial sound and how that relates to various past constructs that are very important. As a matter of fact, there's an expert on that exact thing entering the room right now. So in the structure that we just practice Om, Naveen, so good to see you, or see your name up here. Inhaling the A up, pushing the U out, bringing the M back in, and then allowing silence to settle in the body. In the same way we can project the breath, in the same way we can project our attention into an object, whether you're weightlifting or opening a door or stepping with each step on the ground. And all of those, each example I just gave has very specific drills that one does to expand the awareness in these areas. So this 3 Om that we start with is essentially the opening to any act that I might do for pretty much any spiritual purpose at all. But the intention here was to open together. And now I want to move on to the idea of nostrils on every chakra in the body. And we're going to go, again, I'm skating over some scaffolding here. I will say that there is something called a Jyoti, Jyoti meditation, which is considered the safest and most effective meditation from my upbringing. And you can Google it. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube that are amazing. Essentially, it's a white light candle meditation. You light a candle, you put it in front of you, you look at the candle, you close your eyes, you maintain the visualization of the candle. Then you bring the candle, visualization of it, closer and closer and closer until it's inside the body, and you start washing the candlelight through the body. And this is something that I was taught as a child that essentially helps you work your visualization like a muscle. And visualization is very much like weightlifting. The more weight that you put on, and today I will move you through some exercises that require a certain amount of visualization strength. And I'm also very aware that the only reason I would go over this with you guys is because the folks on this call are some very high level people in their respective fields, and so I know that you do aspects of this mental work already in some way, shape, or form. So my intention is to share, and any place that feels like there's too much weight, feel free to take a little bit more lightness in the process to scale back in whatever way feels right for you. So now we're going to go Jyoti. Before we continue, Jyoti meditation, that's foundational. I highly recommend that. There's something called white light silver cord, which if you do yoga or Tai Chi, the concept, or even ballet, the concept of a string lifting from the top of the head is connected to the concept of the silver cord, which also could be considered like how you download information from the universe. So these are very, very light explanations for very dense ideas here. And then there's something called middle pillar breathing, where you essentially wash white light breath work through the body along the same lines of the magnetic field coming out of the top of your head, the bottom of your feet, your fingers, etc. So these are all what I would consider foundational constructs, but I want to give you something that combines all of them. So we'll sit, recognizing the sense of the Om that we gave. And we're going to inhale into our base chakra, many chakras in the body, but we're talking about the central ones running along the silver cord line or the center line awareness. The base chakra, the red run, inhaling into there as if you have a nostril on the base chakra, the small of your back. Inhale red. And wash the color through the base of the body. We're going to move up to the second chakra, the lower dantian in Kung Fu and Tai Chi, 2 inches below the belly button or 3 finger lengths, the orange one, as if you have a nostril in that area. Inhale. Exhale, wash the orange color through that level of the body. We're going to move up to the solar plexus, just beneath the rib cage. Inhaling yellow golden light. as if you have a nostril right here. And exhale. Wash that color through this level of the body. Moving up to the heart. Inhaling green. Expanding the light here as it inflates. And exhale, the entire level of the body gets washed with the green light. Moving up to the throat. Deep blue in the throat. Gather. Wash the blue through the whole throat. Inhale through the third eye. Purple. Exhale. Wash the color through the entire level. To the crown, a magenta-like color. Inhaling to the crown. And as you exhale, feeling the color almost like a lotus opening up at the top of the head. Open yourself to receive. Just above the head, a green light right here. Inhale and fill it up. And exhale. Energize that light so it gets brighter. Feeling this alignment, inhale white light into the whole body, all the way down to the base. And we're going to use the sound ah to wash the body and let the sound reverberating through the body go through the bones, the cells, etc. with white light. Protecting the body, cleaning it, cleansing it. Two more. Each time you say the sounds, let the light grow larger and larger as if there's a big bubble around you. Taking a moment to feel the shifts in the body. And taking a moment to feel how the attention given the vehicle of visualization is allowing us to move across the body, above the body, and through all the cells. We're going to inhale and bring our sense of awareness up from the base, up to the top of the head, and keep going up above the head along this cord. Inhaling and visualizing your perspective going higher and higher above the earth. Keep going higher and higher. Bringing yourself all the way out to the edge of the universe, however you'd like to visualize it. The edge of space-time. And as you exhale, feel the egg shape of the universe. To share a clear visualization, I have to thank Dan Curry, who I was hoping would make it here today. Dan developed a beautiful visualization of the edge of space-time in Star Trek: The Next Generation, and is essentially a white space with these beautiful blue, like crystalline entities moving across it. I remember seeing it when I was 11 years old, and it very much helped inform how I visualize the outer layer of our universe. And it's important to note that the accuracy of the visualization is less important and can be refined over time. It's the process of the visualization itself that starts to develop the strength that allows for the refinement. There's a great book that I'll pull just to show you guys that I highly recommend everyone having this in their home. And this is called A Manual of Self-Healing by E.H. Shattuck. And this book is incredibly profound, very important, and it talks about programmatic breath work and being able to visualize inside your body to give instructions to the body in the same way that we instructed the water at the opening of our act today. And to be able to instruct each cell to repair as needed. This concept of programmatic breath work is very similar to my experience playing for the Taiji World Cup and being able to advance beyond the traditional common high-level practitioners that do not go to the World Cup level. While there is a high level of play, the higher levels require one to instruct areas of not only your body, but an opponent's body, so that they take the commands that you give them. And in that sense, there is an expanded awareness over what is considered the field of play. So whether you're imposing these instructions on an object outside of yourself or you're giving them to your body, the ability to give the instructions with clarity and aim, even if the visualization is imprecise, will eventually yield a greater sense of precision. So here at the edge of the universe, as we still hold this visualization, inhaling deep and exhaling, washing the awareness through the entire A shape of the universe. From here, we're going to go higher than the edge of the universe to what we'll define as our visualization of the source. One can also call it the center of the multiverse, where all universes come from. For this visualization, I highly recommend thinking of the brightest thing that you can imagine that's almost so bright that it would instill fear in you. In the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna transforms into his true form to show Arjuna, it's been described as 100,000 suns. In the Tibetan book of the living and dying, there is a chapter that talks about the moment of death, and that oftentimes when a person leaves their body, the soul sees a bright light that is so bright that it's fearful to go toward it, and therefore chooses the dimmer lights, which result in repeated births. So if you have a desire to transcend the cycle of death and rebirth from a physical form standpoint, I would recommend visualizing the brightest thing that you can see and looking at it without fear, even if it might instill a sense of fear in the heart. Even right now inside my heart, I can feel a little bit of a shakiness as I look at the brightness of this thing. And as you look at the brightness, the next step is to go deep into it. As if you're traveling directly to the center of this brightness. In my meditations, I often visualize a convergence of multiple selves, infinite selves, in this one space, coming to the center point of the source. And once you feel as if you approached or are sitting in the center of this source, inhale as if you feel it in your heart, that it exists in superposition, both far away and directly inside of you. Spend a few moments just breathing it in and feeling the intensity of this light. Inhale deep. And now we're going to move the awareness back, down, through the edge of the universe, back, through the Earth's atmosphere, back, into your head, down, through the neck, to the core, down the legs, into the ground, keep going down, all the way into the earth, down, all the way down to the center of the earth. Feel the connection in the center of the earth. Visualize as another bright light. It's been said by some very powerful yogis, the center of the earth is a sun. Inhale deep into that energy. And exhale, washing the awareness through the whole earth as if it's your body. Inhale into the center of the earth and exhale through the entire planet as if the entire planet, all life forms on it are your body, extensions of your body. Inhale to the center of the earth and feel the connection from the center of the earth. Move your visualization to the center of the sun. Feel as if you've traveled directly to the center of the sun and you're sitting in it. As you sit in the sun, inhale as if there are nostrils on every cell in your body. All the cells inhaling the sunlight at the same time. Feel the brightness permeate all the cells. With a deep breath. As you exhale, wash the awareness through the body, through the sun, and keep expanding out through the whole solar system. As if the sun is your belly and you're inhaling into it. Feel the rest of the solar system as your body. And exhale, wash the sunlight and the awareness through the entire solar system. Inhale into the sun. Feel the connection and move the visualization from the center of the sun to the center of the galaxy. Inhaling deep into the very center of the galaxy. I believe there's a quasar there. Exhale, washing the awareness through the entire Milky Way galaxy. as if it's all your body. Inhaling deep. Exhale, wash the awareness through it. Visualize it. Inhale deep. The stars and clusters almost feeling like your hair. Feel the connection between the center of the galaxy and the center of the universe. Move the visualization along a line, shooting directly to the center of the universe, as if the center of the universe is a single thought bubble that's expanded outward. In Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi, talks about transcending various states of the body, 9 different layers, and transcending the final state, allowing you to travel to see the births of various universes as single thoughts that expand. So we inhale into the center of the universe in the same way that we may feel a thought rise like a bubble in the mind, to show the sophistication and density of the birth of the universe. Inhale into the center of the universe. Exhale, wash through the entire universe. The entire egg shape, filling up the center, expanding in all directions. Inhaling into the center, into the thought. Exhale, washing through all the layers, all the dimensions pancaked on top of each other inside the universe. Inhale into the center, and feel the connection from the center of the universe to the center of the multiverse, or the source, the super bright source. Connecting this awareness with every step through a line, direct from one to the other. Maintain awareness of that line connecting the center of the universe to the center of the multiverse. And feel how the source connects back to the top of your head, back into your center, your heart. And feel how the universe connects back through your feet, from the universe through the center of the galaxy, through the sun, through the center of the earth, right back up to your feet. And feel the entire loop as one piece. Inhale into the entire loop, drawing the connection from the source and from the center of the universe to the top of the head and through the feet respectively to your center just below your heart. As you exhale, push your color visualization of your breath through the top of the head and the feet, connecting back to the source in the center of the universe, connecting to each other. Feel as if you are one part of this loop. Breathe along the loop. Feel as if you are the loop. Inhale deep. Exhale one more time through the entire loop. And now, as if you're looking through your own eyes, and behind you, like a string of pearls, are all of your past lives. Inhale deep with white light and wash white light through all of your past lives, going per pearl across the string, back, back, back. Wash the light through all the past lives, even animal lives, even plant lives, even stardust, to feel that stardust connected to the origins of the universe. One more breath. Wash it rapidly through all the lives. Inhale deep. Behind you, your parents, behind them, their parents, and wash light through all of your ancestors, going back, as if the strings of pearls have multiplied. Continue washing back, even to pre-human states, animal states, plant life, all the way back to stardust. Feel that stardust make up the edge of the universe, the egg shape. For any spirit guides or energies that support you on either side of you, inhale deep, wash white light enough as a gift to them, expanding throughout your body and beyond. Doing this with gratitude for them. As if you're a totem pole with 4 versions of you above you and 4 versions of you below. Inhale into all at the same time, representing different aspects that we occupy simultaneously of the self. Wash all of them with white light. Go to the highest one, inhale into it, and have the sensation of heaven on earth right now. That the highest one exists in the highest state. Allow yourself to smile as you breathe through that state. Maintain this sense of the totem pole and feel the variations of yourself across variant realities, across universes. Infinite. As if they're all your body. Inhaling into all of them simultaneously. And washing light back through all of their past lives. Through all of their ancestors. Their guides. Inhale through all of them back into you. Visualize your future self. Either as bright light or however you wish to see yourself. Inhale and pull that into you. And exhale, wash it through your body. Clearly define the attributes that you feel, whether it's just a good feeling or something more specific. And inhale that feeling or that specific trait. Wash it through the whole body. Feeling centered. Being able to do this for yourself is important, but it's also important to be able to do it for others. So pick someone in your life right now that you want to visualize this entire flow that we just did, and we'll move a bit faster, for them, on their behalf, for their benefit. A loved one, parent, child, etc. Visualize that person, starting at their base chakra. Inhale into their base chakra, red. Higher, orange, their belly. Higher, solar plexus, gold, yellow. Higher, heart, green. Inhale higher. As you inhale, it goes into them. Throat, blue. Third eye, purple. Crown, magenta. Green above the head. Exhale. Wash the alignment through their body. Inhale white light into them. Exhale, wash the light through their body. Inhale, bring the light above their head, up, above the atmosphere, up, to the edge of the universe, the egg shape. Exhale, wash their awareness through the egg shape of the universe. Inhale, pull the awareness higher than the universe, through the center of the multiverse, the source, the brightest thing you can imagine. Go all the way to the center. Inhale. Feel them in their heart and in the center at the same time. Exhale that awareness to solidify it. Inhale deep and exhale. Wash the awareness back down through the top of their head, down through the body, down to the center of the earth. Inhale deep into the center of the earth. Exhale to the entire earth, giving them the connection, the sense of oneness with all. Inhale into the center of the earth. From the center, the awareness shoots to the sun. Exhale. Their awareness is in the sun. Inhale. Their body gets full of the energy, clean and clear. Exhale, the awareness expands through the entire solar system. Inhale back into the sun. Exhale, moving the awareness to the center of the galaxy. It expands out for the entire body of the galaxy for them. Inhale into the center of the galaxy. Exhale to the center of the universe, the thought bubble, connecting for them. The thought bubble to the source. Feel the entire loop for them, connected from source to the top of the head, from the center of the universe through their feet. Inhaling through the loop into them. Exhale, wash the light through their eyes, through the string of pearls, through all their past lives, washing it back. All the way through stardust. Inhale deep, gratitude for their bodies, washing their ancestors that gave them the bodies. All the way back, through all generations, to stardust, to the egg shape of the universe. Inhale white light for them, expand the light around them as gratitude to their guides. Energize the totem pole, 4 above and 4 beneath, all the bodies. Inhale white light. Exhale, so they feel the alignment of all their selves. Across all universes, all versions of themselves, all connected. Inhale into all of them. Exhale, wash the light through all of the past lives for all variations. Stardust from all the universes. Inhale deep. For their future self, the brightest light you can imagine for them. Feel them embodying it. Inhale deep. Back into yourself now. Inhale the A from the base up to the top of the head, up to the center of the source, and then push the U out. Om. 2 more times. Inhale the A, up to the source, push the U out of the mouth. Om. The M lands in the heart. And then silence. 1 more. Om. Opening the hands. Inhale, draw the breath as a color in. And stretch up, up, up. Exhale, wash down. We're using the second chakra, the orange one. We're going to inhale, opening the arms up, interlace your fingers. Inhale even deeper, stretching out of the hips, through the shoulders up, and wash the color down the arms and down the legs, like there's a sun in your belly, washing it out. Inhale deep. This is called uplifting heaven. Normally after that morning ramp meditation work, I will do about an hour of qigong, neigong, and yoga. Exhale, wash. Inhale deep. Pushing down. Inhale to the belly. As if you're packing color in the belly. Inhale, one hand over the other, both facing down. Exhale, push the color. Slight tension in the anus as you do this, and the tongue remains on the ceiling of your mouth. Draw the color, the breath as a color, into the belly. Exhale, wash it down. This exercise is called Jade Rabbit Watches the Moon. It's the 4th exercise from the 12 yin set of Neigong, which is like weightlifting for intention. It is a more isolated version of qigong. You're going to inhale, draw the breath as a color, whatever color intuitively comes to you into the belly, it overflows. And then exhale as if you're compressing it, and then flatten the color. Flatten it in the belly. Inhale, pull up more into the belly. Exhale, compress it, and then flatten it. As we do these exercises, this helps us to bridge the idea that while we use the breath is a means to an end. Here the visualization and the faith is more important, but you have to use the breath to connect the visualization and engage the faith. Eventually you don't need the breath. Eventually you won't have the breath at some point. So here, the faith is that with every breath that we visualize coming into the belly, we are storing energy. And even as we exhale, while we lose the breath, the visualization stays in the belly. Think of this as like seeing bars on your phone as you charge, and it gets higher and higher. Every time we take a breath, we're stacking the visualization, packing it away, and then gathering more. I consider this the most important of all the Neigong exercises I know. And I recommend doing at least 16 of these, if not 50 or more, when you have the time. The faith has to remain that every time you take a breath, you get stronger. And the feeling after doing this exercise, or doing the entire 12 yin set, but especially anchored by this exercise, is a feeling of fullness. A different type of fullness than if you would have eaten a big meal, but a fullness in the belly. Just take the hands, rub them together, rub the belly, inhaling into the belly and exhaling, pushing as if you have ladle in your hand and you're stirring in the belly, stirring a pot. Let's do it about 12 times with each circle getting bigger and bigger. And then reverse it 12 times, each circle getting smaller and smaller. Still that ladle going into the body, visualize stirring the energy in the body. Take a hollow, gentle fist as if you're meditating and gently bang just below the belly button. What we're looking for is the muscle to react with a gentle bounce. So a gentle banging for a gentle bounce. Pay attention for that bouncing sensation from the musculature. Flick the fingers out. Out, out, out. Hands together, up on the face and to the side. Up and to the side. Up and to the side. Fingers through the scalp. Front to back. Back to front. Front to back. Back to front. Front to back. Back to front. Massage the scalp. Front to back. Back to front. Slapping gently, front to back, back to front. Hollow fist, very gentle banging, front to back to front. Top of the forehead massage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse. Temples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse. Under the eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse. For your heart, press and massage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top and bottom of the gums, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers on the side above the gums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just beneath the gum line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tongue, eyes, and ear. Eyes and finger. Up. 5. And reverse. Inhale deep. Gratitude for the body, and thank you guys so much too. This is like I would normally go longer. I have this training, the meditation work, the visualization work, then connects into the qigong Tai Chi work, and then from there goes into my workout. And if I don't do that order before engaging people in the day, my day is not as high quality for me, honestly. And I do my best not to train with partners until I've done this exercise, especially in martial arts, because this changes. I become a better partner by doing these exercises. So I'm always happy to address anything if you have a thought, question, or idea. I'm deeply grateful for you guys taking the time for me to share this, because this is the first time that I've done it in a formal way. And I know that there are many of you that some of you know each other, some of you I definitively need to connect. Pretty much all of you should connect. Really amazing people on this call, and I'm grateful for you guys. Period. I love you guys. And I'm not sure why I can't hear anyone for whatever reason. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Oh, okay.
The visualizations of like taking us, I've heard of the ones that take you beyond Earth into the universe, but I've never actually thought of going deeper down into the center of Earth. So that was really profound, and I had a great experience. Thank you.
Hey man, thank you. Everyone should follow Naveen on Instagram. What he does with Vedic science is profound. It's profound stuff. So I cannot recommend following what Naveen does enough. And I'll share maybe the most efficient thing to do is to send out an email with all the folks who are on here so that everyone can connect with each other. And I'll also send out a little worksheet of all the things that we did that's already exists. So I'll share that with you too. And I love you guys, and I'm grateful. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out later on as well. And I'm so happy Thais is on here, guys. And she's like my favorite photographer. She's done some amazing stuff, and she is really she takes soul portraits. And you guys should really take a look at her work too. It's just it's pretty profound. We got amazing folks on here, guys. So I'd shout all you guys out. I think that this is. Oh, we got a love here too. Oh, Adam was on here too. Thank you guys. Thank you. Please let me know if you need anything. I may start doing this on a regular basis. So I think that there's a lot of details that we just kind of rushed over, and I want to distribute the highest, most potent stuff possible. So if anyone wants to do that, let me know, and I'm totally open to it. And thank you guys again. Love you. And I'll see you all soon. Bye. I just finished. Love you guys. Bye. Let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, or ideas too. And I will answer on all the platforms at Jan's Tai Chi. Okay, love you guys. Bye.